Greetings, my friends. I am Gilles Mancillon. I am called to return to continue to communicate on spiritual ascension path. I don't know if you feel it. I hope you feel it. There is really really a doorway of abundance. We've been through a lot of difficulty to qualify for this reward, for this abundance, for this freedom, for this prosperity. We deserve that, and now the portals are opening up. So just be ready for that. It will manifest as we let go of the resistance. And I'm going to talk about a very important subject. I think today is very important. Is the soul. The soul is something very important. I thank you so very much. Not to forget to subscribe. I thank you for your likes. I really appreciate when you can see that those messages are appreciated. I thank you for your comments, for sharing as well, and for your donations if you can. Thank you. And also, if you want to talk about interdimensional spiritual art, you can send me an email as well if you want a private consultation. So I'm going to talk about the soul. There is only one soul in truth. It is the soul of God. And this great sphere of light. The soul is like a spark of divine light that is non-spiritual and non-material. It is the bridge between the spiritual and the material. But there is only one soul. The soul is the universal soul of the Creator. When God created the universe of the universes, it started to have experiences, and we are an extension of that soul, a unique part of that great sphere of divine light. So we all connected on the soul level. There is no way around that, and we all connected. And the deeper we feel when we connected to talk to somebody, or we feel a connection, inner connection to someone, is because we have a deep soul connection. And so that is because we have soul contract, or that we have or that we are very familiar with another soul. We experience a lot of experiences through our eternal process of evolution. But the soul is the most powerful force on the earth. It is it is really what is growing and evolving. And even if it looks like it is the collective ego that makes the evolution happen, the collective ego, the ego, is the opposing force of the dark side of the force. It is what opposes the evolution of the soul. Yet it is a very, very powerful tool for evolution. This contrast and opposition. For Plato used to explain in the Republic that the soul has two parts: a light part and a dark part. When the light part is dominant, we are temperate, we're master of ourselves. But when it is the darker part of our soul that is dominant, we become slave of ourselves and we become intemperate. But the soul in truth is only light. It is an illusionary concept that we could be separated from the Creator, yet it is a voluntary experience. This yin and yang has been created for evolution purposes. But the soul is what is real. All the love and creativity comes from the soul. I'm expressing some ideas. I cannot cover this whole subject of the soul. I'm just expressing different thoughts and ideas. I hope they resonate with you. The soul is like a tree. The soul is like the root and the tree. But then the soul, when it expanded into 12 branches, and each branch expanded into 12 branches. And we are one of those little tiny branches. For the soul, that is really something magnificent. It is created and equal to God. So we all have a divine soul, but all the souls are not equal on their level of reality and consciousness. There is dark souls, there is light souls, there is small souls, there is big grand souls, there is old souls, there are young souls, so the mineral have a soul, the vegetal have a soul, the animals have a soul, the elementals have a soul, and of course all human beings have a soul, and even the paradise creator sons and the creative daughter of the infinite spirits, the Father, Mother, God of our universe, have a soul. The archangels have a soul. The spirit have a soul. Everybody's got a soul because we've been through an experience that is growing and evolving, whether the descending or ascending. For there are beings that do not need soul because they were created perfect to administer, and they're not growing or evolving, so they don't have that. That's pure spirit. But there is many for the star have a soul, the planets have souls. So it's like everything this connection through the soul is very important, and we all have soul contracts that are held in what we call the Akash. It's a cosmic holographic library, and we have partial access when our soul revealed to us past life, or something that is being revealed progressively. We seek to I'm always curious to know what my contracts are, to be able to read those contracts or know more, because there is some mystery in relationship to my soul plans and soul contracts with some other souls, mostly on the family sentimental level. For the soul plans are designed on the 8th dimension. Well, the apex of our consciousness is on the 7th dimension, the ascended master realm, but on the top of the 7th dimension there is the portal of infinity, and then we move into collective reality of consciousness. And so our monad exists there. For us, we're only 5 spirits in my group, but it's very, very diverse. We all come from different groups. And so the soul plans are created on this 8th dimension, and then it is aligned with the divine plan of God in the 9th dimension, and the unity shining in the 10th dimension. So it's like we all I'm very curious to be able to always know more about my Akash, but it's as far as past life or parallel lives and so on, it's only reveal what we need to know, because some memories could be traumatizing if we remember the hundreds of past lives that we had, and we also had other lives in other dimensions, other planets and so on, so we have family there. For all souls are seeking expansion, whether they're positive or negative, and yet eventually all souls' ultimate goal is once they learn everything from the experience of physical and spirit and more ancient reality, they want to return to spirit and the origin, the creator, to return to the source. But from a source perspective, it is all a grand symphony. Our soul has a song. We want to play our tune without false notes, and so for once we ascend, we completely align with our soul, and that is the point. We are being trained for that, but it's all a grand symphony. From a divine perspective, all life is magnificent. It is perfect. It is eternal. It is absolutely glorious. But we do need to remove the resistance of our ego. But because sometimes there is revelation of higher things that elevate us, but yet the mind keeps thinking, and the mind can create interference. The ego mind. So it's important for our mind to accept and seek to move into the soul frequency and a higher mind. And our soul possesses an eternal recording of all their experiences, as well as the memory of its spiritual origin. And so, for the once you find our soul, you find your salvation. You find the eternal plane of your consciousness. The soul is like us, but so much more beautiful. It was created in the image of God. And the soul is always working with the cosmic mind, the supreme intelligence of the cosmos. So it's always it draws in all the information it needs to create all the experiences of our life. And but the potential of our souls are enormous. It's absolutely enormous. It is supreme. It is ultimate. It is absolute. It is infinite. Yet it depends on where we are at and with the lessons that we chose to learn and the experience we choose to have in any given incarnation. But it is very enormous. It's like it's portrayed in science fiction as meta-humans, to have magic powers, the powers of the gods. Yet there's been so much abuse on this planet that the higher council have put limitation on that, and so we need to, because power without love and wisdom can be extremely destructive. So we need to pass the test of love and wisdom before those powers are being activated. We need to achieve a certain level of spiritual maturity before we can actually. Those powers will naturally unfold within us. And for now, the power we need to learn to use is unconditional love. It's a magic power. It's a very powerful power. It's a supernatural power. Unconditional love, loving everybody without condition. Unconditional forgiveness, to forgive all things. Doesn't mean sometimes I feel I'm lacking compassion in relationship to certain situations, because I see there is so much pain that has been created, but got to put things in the hands of God and ask for resolution in the wisest way. So we need to unconditional love, unconditional forgiveness, unconditional surrender, unconditional light, and we need to learn to use the sacred fire, to invoke the power of the sacred fire, as well as working with those invisible higher intelligence in spirit, which are our personal guides and angels. They're amazing beings that are, we have a master guides, we have a pathfinder guides, we have a guardian angels, but we have many angels and we have many other guides that are personal assistant to us, and they come as needed. Those are beings that we made spiritual agreement before we came into this incarnation, and God has given us those guides because we couldn't survive without them, in truth. And so we need to just ask to know them. We don't know all of them by name, but they reveal themselves little by little, as well as to learn to utilize the higher intelligence of the realm, the company of heaven, the ascended masters, the archangels. We need to start to work with them, understanding that we are initiated more. Life is once we start in this ascension process, it's a constant initiation. Every day we are being initiated. And initiation, the awakening, always come at first. Well, not always, but most of the time, it comes from an external source. We come to a book, or many books that really assist us in this awakening. Or we meet teachers. We come to messengers, and all this initiation is very useful when we're ready. The master, when the student is ready, the master appears. But when the student is ready to become a master, the master leaves to let the student become his own master, because at some point the initiation it becomes an inner plane reality, and we're being educated, as well as soul is continuing its education, but we also our Earth consciousness is also being educated by this inner plane connection. Well, my friends, I hope this message resonated with you. I thank you very much for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I thank you for your donations. If you want a private session or you want to discuss art, you feel free to contact me. I'm going to pour some cards, and then I'm going to sing a song that went through my mind when I woke up this morning. The card of the day is the time of departing. It's like we're really moving into it's really the time of, there is really a new life that is before us, a life of freedom, abundance, prosperity that is unfolding. We're already feeling the spiritual abundance, and now we can let go of all the survival modes that has been plaguing us for a long time. We needed to go through that to pass to realize that true spirit, what's most valuable is our connection to source and spirit. And so the wisdom is the crossroad. It's like it is a turning point, and it's really a turning point right now. What we need to understand is the message in the bottle, to read the intuition, to see the sign, to pay attention to the sign, to take the sign seriously and the synchronicity, and not to allow ourselves to be moved by negative energy that still come from the lower astral planes. Okay? Because those lower astral beings, demons and so on, they have access to the Akash, and so they can try to manipulate us. They only have one power, is the power to convince, to seduce. So just disconnect from that and turn to your light, your love, your source, your spirit. What we need to do is the treasure island, to continue to tune into the treasure, the abundance, the source, the creator, everything. God is within ourselves, already has everything we can ever dream, and so much more. So we want to be able to rely on this inner treasure, and the outcome is chaos and conflict. We need to heal all those conflicts, everything that in this world there is so much layers of conditioning and fear and doubts and manipulation. When we need to heal all that. All of that is going to be coming to the surface. So do not be shaken by the fact when there is revelation on the outer plane. Do not be shaken by that, because it's all co-creative. So they know that the war is within the psyche, it's within the consciousness. If we start to co-create with love, acceptance, peace, joy, then we discharge all those programs. We are creator, we are co-creator within the realm of reality that our consciousness has chosen to dwell in this physical world. But not only, we also have access to the astral spiritual realm now. So just be confident, trust in yourself, trust in the plan of God for you. Well, I'll finish with this song. it's a song that went through my mind. It was about the end of the Cold War. The Cold War was originally the Berlin Wall, the original timeline. It fall a lot later, and the internet was introduced to humanity a lot later. So there was some modification that happened to guarantee the ascension of the planet. Well, this may be strange to say, but so this song is about the blessing. My first painting came up in November 1989. It was like Spirit told me that my own breakthrough was instrumental in this acceleration of consciousness in the other side of the world. For I was in Los Angeles at the time, and so it is. This song is called "The Wind of Change." It goes like this: I followed the Moskva and down to Gorky Park, listening to the wind of change. An August summer night. Soldiers passing by, listening to the wind of change. The world is closing in, and did you ever think that we could be so close like brothers? The future's in the air, can feel it everywhere, blowing with the wind of change. Take me to the magic of the moment on a glory night, where the children of tomorrow dream away in the wind of change. Walking down the street, distant memories are buried in the past forever. I follow the Moskva and down to Gorky Park, listening to the wind of change. Take me to the magic of the moment on a glory night, where the children of tomorrow share their dreams with you and me. Take me to the magic of the moment on a glory night, where the children of tomorrow dream away in the wind of change. The wind of change blows straight into the face of time, like a storm wind that will ring the freedom bell for peace of mind. Let your balalaika sing what my guitar wants to say. Take me to the magic of the moment on a glory night, where the children of tomorrow dream away in the wind of change, in the wind of change. Oh, I think I forgot a little part, but sometimes because I don't want to rewrite it, I put like X, just take my notes. I'm gonna get organized. It's gonna be really nice to get all my life in order, and so to see a dentist, get my wardrobe, get my house. It's going to be really nice to start with all of that. Is like so wonderful. It's like, but to be deprived from something is really makes it a lot more enjoyable to have it. It's like we've been long enough, we've been lacking for long enough to appreciate the abundance. It's been, I think it's. So the card of the day is striving. We're going to prosper. We're going to strive. We need to. We are striving. We are prospering. It is really what's in the cards. The higher wisdom is release. We are releasing all kinds of this, all the configuration of the astral, this Uranus and Pluto and all the planets are really assisting in this release of all the old blockage and limitations that they used to plague us in the past. What we need to understand is the new beginnings. There's really new beginnings we're really there. We're really in the works. What we need to do is forgiveness, to forgive ourselves and forgive the other souls that have that might have hurted us in the past or for whatever. It's just that sometimes we need to release the connection, or we release to forgive and see what comes up. and the outcome is patience. I wanted a lot of things. I know that at some point I'm going to have my point of freedom, and I wanted to get things a little bit get things done like rather quickly. But Spirit says we're going to get it done, but not so quickly. We're going to get it done progressively, to take the time to enjoy each and every step. So a lot of things are going to be coming. Everything is there. So it's just requires a little bit of patience, and patience. The rewards of patience is patience. And what's on the patience? We're no longer in a hurry. When we're no longer in a hurry, we can release the resistance, and then things can flow into our life without having to struggle or fight with it. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. Wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Namaste.